There are other people in the Arab world than just terrorists, losers, or people out of work.
Oh, fear, 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 fear. We really are afraid every second of the day.
When you're living particularly in a situation that is so unfair and so unjust and so painful, you cannot give in.
What causes change? What does it take for people to flood the streets, reclaim their countries, take control of their own destinies? Because this is what's happening today, and not just in Lebanon, but also in Sudan, Iraq, Syria, and Egypt, all over the Arab world.
I believe greatly in the power of the society, of the people, in making change.
It's about time we rise up and tell the world who we are and show our success stories. They deserve to be told.
So it's important to highlight from an internal perspective all that success, that talent that we have.
Some good news, I would say. There's the Arab diaspora, not only in Lebanon, but in Yemen, in Morocco, in Iraq, coming to assist in the image building.
What Takreem does in highlighting achievement and challenge is it kind of brings it back. It reminds people of their patriotism, of their nations, of where they came from.
Takreem was a badly needed organization to encourage and acknowledge the successful Arabs.
I'm honored to be on the board of Takreem, where we honor Arabs from all walks of life.
And as it celebrates its 10th year, we wish it all the very best, more successful than it is.
We Arabs are moving forward in all fields of life, whether it's medical, whether it's literature, whether culture.
It's a beautiful act of acknowledgement to all the Arab people in the Arab world.
%30 of Arab population is under the age of 30. These need to believe in a better future, in a better social contract.
Young people need role models based on evidence, what they stand for, what their track record is, how sincere they are.
You have people to look up to, you have people you should be proud of. And this gives us a sense of hope and probably a great deal of motivation.
What causes change? The answer to me has always been clear. In order to ask for a better future, you have to be able to imagine one. You have to be inspired, to listen to the stories of those who came before you and learn from them that change is possible. This was in the early 2000s. We're talking about a post-9/11 world. The words Arab and terror were going hand in hand. There I was, trying to get into the States. And they stopped me. It was because I was Lebanese.
All my life, I have fought against prejudice. I have fought against preset ideas.
We suffer from marginalization, exclusion, labeling, racism.
I understood clearly that we needed to do something about this tarnished image of the Arab world. It needed to be improved and replaced with our true image.
So we need hope, we need change, we need to highlight positivity and innovation to give hope for future generation and youth.
Takreem is necessary because we need to find our heroes.
To have a vision of the world which is way better than what it is today. It is to make the impossible to be possible.
And what you're seeing nowadays in the Arab world, particularly with students and others, is that they're being the most brave and the most vocal about expressing their reservations, about the shortcomings of their community, and insisting on their right to participate in a better tomorrow.
We need to have educated people empower people by knowledge so that they can call for a change collectively.
The end goal is that we end up having countries that have the capacity to embrace these talents, these capabilities, these individuals that can change the countries that we live in.
لما لا نوحد المجتمعات العربية من خلال الاعتراف بالإنجازات يلي وقعوها العرب.
Back in 2008, when Ricardo's office contacted me, he wanted to have a team to come up with this idea that he's been thinking about and dreaming of.
This was a wonderful idea because of the positive impact it will have on people's lives.
By wanting to honor the unsung heroes of our Arab world, people who have done a lot in every field and no one knows about them.
My entire career on TV, I was speaking to thought leaders from around the world. What you noticed was just how keen people were to listen to these role models. People looked for inspiration.
I think if you take a look at global leaders, high achievers, all of them have been having a role model.
A journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. You have to take that step. If you don't take that step, role model or not, it doesn't really matter.
If you're honest in your approach, willing to make a real impact and make a difference, the opportunities are endless.
This is one of the things Takreem has done very well at. It's been in highlighting some of those role models. People perhaps who are not as well known as you would expect, others are well known.
The network is extremely important, and it has done amazing work in building bridges between most Arab countries.
It allows the gathering of current and future Arab leaders, those who may be leaders in the field or in the cusp, to get together and really make a difference.
You get to know people from Morocco and from Gaza and from Libya and maybe also from Sudan and Iraq.
I've always told myself I wanted to create something sustainable. A TV show comes and goes. Let's think about an initiative that can last longer. I had nothing in mind. And then at the same time, I knew exactly what I wanted this to be.
It's giving a platform and an opportunity for young entrepreneurs to shine and to showcase what they have to offer.
This concept that we in the Arab world can be achiever and can be motivated is what Takreem brought to the Arab world.
It allows youth to identify themselves with these achievers because they believe that these people are from their countries, from their regions, and then it provides them with this feeling of pride and patriotism for their origin.
My message to the young always is to be daring. You have to provoke reality. You cannot succumb to your present conditions. You have to incite.
It was months, really, months of sweat and hard work, and there's the belief that every dream can come true if you work hard at it.
Ricardo.
لماذا وجد التكريم؟ لكي نضيء شمعة في وجه الظلام، وأطنان الشموع لا تكفي لإنارة النفق الطويل. وكم هو موجع أن يمر طريق التغيير والحلم بحقول ألغام ومآس كثيرة. موجع أن يدفع الشباب ضريبة البقاء في الأرض وضريبة الرحيل. مؤسف أن لا تتمكن مجتمعاتنا العربية من استيعاب الطاقات الشبابية، والأكثر إيلاما أن يكون الجرح العربي بابا للولوج إلى ضمير العالم.
نجتمع الليلة معا لنطلق وللمرة الأولى.
When I was first approached to MC the first edition of Takreem, when I spoke to Ricardo Karam about it, I felt the passion.
نحتفل بوجود إبداع عربي.
I knew that this was the real thing.
وموجود بقوة الليلة.
Before the jury board meets, the Takreem team would have gone through hundreds of applications.
There is so much integrity in the work that is being done by the team. It is all based on merit.
After the first round, to have 3 nominees in each category, it was a great honor for me to participate as a moderator and chairman of the jury.
It's also been fantastic to meet the other jury board members, leaders, established leaders and innovators in their own countries, in their own sectors.
We debate at length about these achievements, because what we would like to recognize is somebody who stood up and made a change.
And we get down to 1 person in each of the 9 categories, and we move forward then to an award ceremony for the 9 people that have been selected.
البروفيسور زهير الهليس،
السيد ريموند بارني،
سارة التوني،
البروفيسور رشيد يزني،
سيدة الشاشة العربية فاتن حمامة.
And congratulations on receiving this award.
If the work is done in silence, change will be very loud. You will see it. And their success should be as loud as possible for the entire world to hear and applaud and be inspired.
We see you, we recognize you, we appreciate you.
And international media recognize that there are Arabs achievers.
It has been true to its mission, and I think it's succeeded really phenomenally.
We support Takreem, and we want to make sure that we continue to support Arab achievers all around the world.
These are our heroes. These are our laureates.